Better late than never, right? This statement perfectly sums up Manchester United's recent acquisition of England international Jadon Sancho from the German Bundesliga side Borussia Dortmund. The Red Devils have been chasing the young winger for more than a year, and after deciding not to make a big money move for the player last summer, managed to finally sign him and save roughly €30 million. Dortmund weren't too eager to let go of their star winger, but once a route back to English football was offered, it was only a matter of time for Sancho to head back home. What's up everyone, welcome to Goalside, your prime source for all things related to football. Today we're going to talk about Manchester United's latest big money signing Jadon Sancho, who decided to move to Old Trafford. Is he going to be a huge success at the club? And why did he sign for United when there were other clubs interested in his services too? Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you're always notified on our latest content. A big push that finally pays off. Jadon Sancho played for Manchester City's reserve side between 2015 and 2017. He was considered one of the finest prospects at the club, but there was a feeling that he might not get enough chances under Pep Guardiola, who seems to always have strength in depth when it comes to offensive talent. Knowing that staying at the club would impact his development, the youngster decided to make a bold move by signing for Borussia Dortmund for a fee believed to be in the region of £8 million. Normally, young English players prefer to stay in a more familiar surrounding, but Sancho was confident that he wouldn't have any difficulty settling in a new environment, and it appeared that German football suited his talents, with the youngster quickly becoming an integral member of the first team and slowly started getting more minutes. While his first season was introductory in nature, Sancho would thrive during the 2018-19 campaign, scoring 12 goals and providing 14 assists. He went from strength to strength and scored 17 goals and notched 16 assists in the next campaign before ending his last season at Dortmund with 19 goals and assists in total from 26 league outings. Why United needed a pure winger. A couple of years back, Manchester United signed Daniel James in order to cater for the right wing position. The Welsh international is a quick winger, but has obvious limitations. Moreover, he's still one of those traditional wingers who prefer to hug the line and beat defenders for pace. Such players tend to struggle against deep blocks, since they lack the skills required to move in tight spaces. Last season, Mason Greenwood was also deployed down the right flank, but the youngster is likely to evolve into a pure striker in the coming years, and playing him as a winger is going to tame his scoring instinct. In Germany, Sancho proved his worth as a creative influence with an eye for goal. His expected goals was off the charts, and the ability to create chances was also remarkable. Sancho's awareness and game intelligence allows him to be in good positions that prove very fruitful for his teammates. Furthermore, his dribbling technique and quick feet make him a real threat for teams that defend in low blocks. In the last couple of seasons, United have struggled a lot against these kinds of sides. While their counter-attacking prowess is undoubtedly deadly against the top sides, they struggle a lot against teams that are happy to share the spoils. This is another reason why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side can't mount a sustained title assault. With Sancho in the squad, Manchester United now have a new dynamic to their attacking play. The prospect of him combining with the likes of Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba, provided if the Frenchman stays, is mouthwatering to say the least. Why Sancho went for Manchester United. Okay, so Sancho's move to United might seem a little bit surprising to a few people. Going through Twitter, we've observed a lot of people trolling the club for finally getting a player who might end up struggling. But then again, it's nonsense and a case of sour grapes. Alongside United, a lot of other teams were interested in signing the mercurial winger. While Manchester City weren't interested in making the move, Chelsea were reportedly linked with the player, and they might even have approached his entourage. The Blues are a team every player would love to join following their Champions League triumph. They might allow Callum Hudson-Odoi to leave this summer and could have done with another right-sided winger. However, we don't really see Thomas Tuchel as the sort of manager who likes to allow wingers to play to their strengths. Moreover, Sancho might have had a hard time getting a lot of minutes under a manager who's notoriously demanding. Liverpool were another side that were reportedly interested in signing the youngster, but with Mohamed Salah still one of the best forwards on the planet and scoring goals at an astonishing rate, Jurgen Klopp would never have played Sancho in his preferred role. This left the door wide open for Man United, even though it took them a year to get this deal done. At United, Sancho is going to get a lot of game time. Solskjaer's side needed a proven right winger, and in Sancho they have exactly that. On the face of it, Sancho's decision to join Manchester United was because he felt that he would get more game time at Old Trafford than anywhere else. Even though he now has the likes of Amad Diallo and Facundo Pellistri, who are also right-sided wingers, Sancho is always going to be the preferred option. Moreover, either Diallo or Pellistri will be loaned to another club this summer, with the latter more likely to be the one who will be loaned out. Diallo is expected to stay, and will provide competition to Sancho. The young Ivorian also has a bright future ahead of him and is also adept at playing down the left flank. Either way, United's right side is looking stacked now that Sancho has arrived. Where does Sancho fit in? Earlier this month, Solskjaer confirmed to the media that United would be shifting to an attacking 4-3-3 formation. Such a move will definitely unshackle the team's attacking approach and will also give the creative players more freedom to play to their strengths. The McFred partnership is likely to be broken up, with McTominay likely to operate in a more advanced role. This is the same formation that helped Manchester City win the Premier League title last season, so you can expect a lot of the bigger sides in the league trying to replicate this approach. In Edinson Cavani, United have a perfect striker who doesn't need a lot of opportunities to find the back of the net. Expect Sancho to be on Cavani's right and Marcus Rashford settling down the left. This makes for a very exciting front three, a forward line that has goals in it. However, Marcus Rashford is expected to be out till September, so perhaps Anthony Martial will be filling in for the first few weeks of the new campaign. In midfield, McTominay and Fernandes are likely to be starters. However, with Paul Pogba's future still up in the air and the club looking to sign Ruben Neves from Wolves, United might have an all-action midfielder in the pivot. Our money is on the Wolves man, who is tipped for a big move this summer anyway. The 4-1-4-1 formation also looks promising, even though it hasn't been used so far. Such a formation would see Sancho, Fernandes, Pogba and Rashford form a four-man midfield, with either Greenwood or Cavani leading the line. This formation can be used to great effect against weaker opposition and promises a lot of goals. But then again, we do expect a 4-3-3 formation to pay dividends. But for that to work, United really need to have a commanding, holding midfielder. Scott McTominay might have to settle for a role from the bench, since Donny van de Beek seems to be more capable of playing in that formation. United do have decent enough depth in midfield, but a new holding midfielder is what is needed the most. Solskjaer also doesn't trust Pogba in that role, since the Frenchman doesn't really have the discipline. Moreover, the World Cup winner is likely to leave this summer, and his departure could be a blessing in disguise. Last word on Sancho. Sancho scored and provided for fun during his time in Germany. However, the transition to the Premier League is never easy. Just ask Timo Werner. We're not expecting the 21-year-old to score 24 goals and provide similar assists in his first season, but the fact that his new manager has decided to try a more attacking formation will make the new signing's job easier. United playing free-flowing attacking football is quite a sight, and with someone like Jadon Sancho linking up with Bruno makes for a very promising affair next season. After getting close to ruining Manchester City's title party last season, the Red Devils are expected to mount a strong bid for the league crown. They haven't won it since 2013, and they were never good enough for that either. This time around, things do seem different. United are also on the verge of signing Raphael Varane, and with his arrival, they would have a really strong backline. Up front, they have great creative influences. Of course, the likes of Chelsea, City and Liverpool will be equally strong, but this time around, a more consistent United is what promises to make the 2021-22 Premier League title bid very exciting.